Epidermis. Epidermis is the outermost layer of cells present in plants. The epidermis is usually made of a single layer of cells. The entire surface of a plant has this outer covering of epidermis. It protects all the parts of the plant. Epidermal cells on the aerial parts of the plant often secrete a waxy, water-resistant layer on their outer surface. This aids in protection against loss of water, mechanical injury, and invasion by parasitic fungi. Since epidermal cells have to provide protection to the plants, therefore, these cells form a continuous layer without intercellular spaces. Epidermis in desert plants. Epidermis in case of desert plants is thicker as it provides protection against water loss. For this, the desert plants have a thick waxy coating of cutin. Cutin is a chemical substance with waterproof qualities. Epidermis in leaves. If we observe leaves, we will find that there are many pores present in the epidermis of the leaf. These pores are called stomata. Stomata are the pores which are helpful in the exchanging of gases like oxygen, carbon dioxide, and water vapors with the atmosphere. These stomata are enclosed by two kidney-shaped or bean-shaped cells called guard cells. The process in which loss of water in the form of water vapor takes place is called transpiration, and the transpiration also takes place through stomata. Epidermis of roots. We all know that roots help to absorb water and nutrients from the soil. Therefore, epidermal cells of the roots, they commonly bear long hair-like structures that greatly increase the total absorptive surface area. These long hair-like structures are called root hair. These root hair increases the surface area, therefore increasing the amount of water and other nutrients absorbed. Complex permanent tissue. Complex permanent tissues are those tissues that are made up of more than one type of cells. All these cells coordinate to perform a common function. Complex permanent tissues are of two types, xylem and phloem. Both the xylem and phloem are conducting tissues and therefore constitutes a vascular bundle. Vascular bundle is a part of the transport system in plants. Xylem. Xylem is a tissue that helps to transport water and other nutrients from the roots to the leaves. Xylem consists of four main elements: tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma, and xylem fibers. Out of these four elements, xylem parenchyma is living in nature and the rest three of them are dead. The cells of xylem tissue are having thick cell walls and many of them are dead cells. Tracheids and vessels are tubular structures, that is, they are tube-like structures which allows them to transport water and minerals vertically. That means from the bottom to the top. The xylem parenchyma stores food and helps in the sideways conduction of water. Fibers are mainly supportive in function. These fibers help the other elements of the xylem in the transportation of water and nutrients. This is the diagrammatic representation of elements of xylem. As you can see that Tracheids and vessels, they are tube-like structures. And tracheids are having, vessels are also having pits. Pits are the small pores through which the transportation becomes easier. Phloem. Phloem is a tissue which is responsible for the transportation of food from leaves to the other parts of the plants. Since leaves are the sites for the photosynthesis, that means plants prepare food in the leaves. Now from these leaves, the food gets transported through all the other parts of the plant by this tissue called phloem. Phloem is again made up of 4 types of elements: sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem fibers, and the phloem parenchyma. Out of these 4 elements, phloem fibers are dead in nature and the rest 3 are living cells. Sieve tubes are tubular cells with perforated walls. Perforated walls means the cell walls are having small pores or small holes. Phloem is unlike xylem in that materials can move in both directions in it. In case of phloem, we know that phloem transports food from leaves to different parts of the plant. Now, the material can move in both the directions in case of phloem, but this is not the case with xylem. Water and other nutrients, they get transported only in a single direction. This is the diagrammatic section of phloem.